XRP haters in full panic, folks. I tell you what, the coffee is hitting just right today, waking up and knowing how much momentum is behind the XRP community. Not only are we getting legal clarity, we got the utility, and it just continues to build. This is off of the announcement that Ripple is going to be bringing a stablecoin to the XRP ledger pegged 1-to-1 with the US dollar. And then we also just got the new trailer for the XRP Unleash documentary. And you know the haters are all worked up about that one. And boy, oh boy, were they scrambling yesterday trying to figure out how they can FUD Ripple bringing a stable coin to the XRP ledger. More utility, more interoperability, and completing that last mile. So critical to have solid stable coins in the ecosystem. And it finally has arrived, folks. So let's get right on into this update. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. This market's chopping sideways right now with Bitcoin at 67,000, XRP at 58 cents. And I'm telling you right now, when CoinDesk and all the main media companies are coming out here in the crypto space, right? They're coming out and they're trying to figure out how the heck can we FUD this thing? These guys are firing up their Twitter spaces, figuring out, oh no, gosh, oh no. And then we got the TikTokies going live, trying to figure it out, a little shaky in their voice. They are so effed. I don't like to swear in my episodes, but they are so effed, guys. They don't understand how screwed they are. Not only have they been wrong about XRP, they've been wrong about a lot of other things. See, we've been over the target with XRP, but they called us crazy, whack job, lunatic conspiracy theorists. How'd that program work out for you? Calling us crazy. We've been directly over the target. We've been ahead of the game, and that's why we're going to win so big, folks. Let's get right on into it. Brad Garlinghouse addressing this crap. So this is Artur. He is actually the CEO and co-founder of XP Market, one of the AMM platforms. Huge shout out to Artur. He's talking about this CoinDesk article that's an absolute hit piece. Brad Garlinghouse responds, says, to put it mildly, it's embarrassing for CoinDesk. It's embarrassing for the industry. But as Artur points out, these are the kinds of people, a deputy editor, holding the whole industry back. You know, and that's kind of what I've been saying too, with this ETH free pass, everything that's been going on. These people don't realize that it's not just holding back, the digital asset space, but it's actually holding back our country. It's holding back humanity. Childish antics masquerading under what should be a credible brand that leads coverage of the crypto industry. 100%, Brad. Monica Long chimes in. Stablecoins play a vital role as on-off ramps to USD. In the wake of last year's banking crisis, they're necessary for traditional institutions, especially in the US, to access crypto markets. Oh, you don't? The banking crisis, really? Are we talking about solving a liquidity crisis here? Especially for those traditional institutions? Oh boy. I'm incredibly excited for Ripple to fill a key need in the market with our stable coin. Here's the summary, folks. Ripple plans to launch a new stablecoin. XRP is not doomed, merely the contrary. Yeah, a lot of folks think, oh wow, if XRP is going to be the bridge currency, why'd you need to launch this stablecoin, right? Folks need to finish that last mile, as Monica Long just stated, right? Stablecoin market is huge, absolutely already at 150 billion and growing, going to be surpassing $1 trillion here shortly. There are many differences between XRP and USD. Stablecoins are crucial for the XRP ledger AMM. Now, they're going to be launching this later this year. They're launching it on Ethereum as well. And this is why I say that we have so much momentum behind our community. See, we don't have smart contracts, right? Which kind of sucks, but you have to understand that it's actually a benefit to the XRP ledger right now for, growing the payments, right? And having a sustainable, robust system for sending value. That's what the XRP ledger is. And now we have this ecosystem of smart contract platforms around us that we're going to be able to tap into through the CrossChain Bridge. That's XLS38D. It's the next amendment, right? We're about to have AMM go live here within the next week. The next one that we're watching for is the CrossChain Bridge. And then, as I said here in this next post, I'll explain the different utilities and how it all ties together. But this is where we can interconnect with all of these smart contract platforms, but the settlement can happen on XRPL or with the XRP in a wrap version on a smart contract platform. I just got the updated tally from the Corium Bridge. They've actually sent over 800,000 XRP to that bridge already. Right. So that's nearing on 1 million XRP that's being locked up, wrapped up, and then issued on another, Corium's bridge, right? So this is the start of that process. It's only going to grow, and it's a beautiful thing to see with the EVM sidechain that is being built out right now by Peersist, and with Ripple launching the USD stablecoin on Ethereum as well, right? You're going to have this interoperability between the new networks, and I think it's going to operate very smoothly. So I put this out. I said XChain Bridge and decentralized identity will complete the Ripple endgame. DID to KYC, right? Know your customer. You got to have that for the institutions. So when we get XLS 40D, that's decentralized identity, we'll be able to KYC on chain if you want. We get the EVM sidechain, right? And it's critical that the stable coin is coming, and it's going to be issued on Ethereum as well. We get the AMM coming in the next week, and then we have Medico for custody. So we have institutional custody, DeFi, and some of the best liquidity in the world right here for the XRP ledger. Now, interesting, coming out of Uphold here, they just announced that they are tapped in, and if your bank is working with FedNow, real-time payments, you can instantly withdraw your XRP to USD on Uphold. Just look for the lightning bolt symbol in-app, select a source of funds and its destination. So, guys, this is why the XRP haters and FUDsters are in so much full panic right now, as they're trying to figure out how can we FUD this out? How can we spin this thing to make it a negative? And they try to say, oh, this must mean that XRP as a bridge currency has failed. That's why they're launching USD. That's not the case. They're going to work really well together, right? And, as much as they want to say, right, that we're late to all these things, sometimes it's not, you don't need to be first, right? You don't need to be first, but if you do it best, right, that's what we're looking to do over here on the XRP ledger. And so as we've been adding these utilities, yeah, we found a couple bugs on our AMM. Every code has a little bug, little discrepancy, and that's why the developers are always constantly working on it, monitoring it, and ready to fix it, right? And so I love to see, the AMM set to go live here shortly, CrossChain Bridge coming, and decentralized identity coming as well. There's a couple issues that they're sorting out there. But guys, the momentum behind the XRP community just continues to build. These guys were scrambling yesterday in the spaces, on the TikTokies, doing, whatever they could. We got mainstream crypto news trying to FUD this out. We actually had a Twitter space yesterday. It was on Mario Nafal space, and we had the usual Bitcoin bros that were trying to FUD it out. And I saw we had our good friend Mikkel up in there, and we had Vet, one of our validators, up in there explaining to these guys. And these guys don't even know. These XRP haters literally don't even know how the XRP ledger works, what Ripple's products offerings actually are, but they just spread FUD about XRP. Why? Because it's the biggest threat. And I want to just leave you at this point before I show you the new trailer to the XRP Unleash documentary. If Ripple was at all worried about this lawsuit or concerned, do you think that they would be launching a stablecoin right now? And the interesting part about this is I have a new theory for these stablecoins. I believe that these stablecoins, whether we're talking about Tether, Circle, Ripple stablecoin, all of these stablecoins, this is the part of digital asset regulation that our Congress is actually the most close to passing, right? Is passing legislation for stablecoins. And that's because they don't want to lose the dollar status, the reserve currency status, right? I actually am now putting together a little theory and this initial thought process, right? But they're putting this whole thing out there, putting it together in a way where they're allowing all these stable coins, which are just derivatives of the US dollar, to exist. And it would allow our Fed, our Treasury, our government to just continue with the US dollar, right? As we know it, in partnership, or allowing, basically signing off on all these other stablecoin issuers to launch derivatives of the US dollar. And this helps the United States actually keep the reserve currency status. This is why Tether's used so much. It's the number one stablecoin in the space with over 100 billion, right? It makes up 2/3 of the stablecoin market. That's 150 billion. 100 billion of that is Tether. And the reason why is because folks want exposure to the US dollar. They want it in digital form. They want it in cash. And so this is why stablecoins have grown so much and why they're going to grow even more. And I believe that the US, and they're sitting back here watching this, and they're saying, hey, this is how we are going to be able to potentially keep our reserve currency status and keep people using the US dollar, because now folks are getting exposure to the dollar through all these digital derivatives of the US dollar. Now, we have our own debt problem. We have our own fiscal situation. And You have many people that are still ditching the US dollar, right? But with that being said, it's going to be very interesting to see when the stablecoin legislation comes out. Ripple clearly not concerned at all about this lawsuit, just continuing to build the momentum, continuing to make announcements like this, that they are going to be leaning forward into bringing new products to the marketplace, to the XRP ledger, and we just love to see it. Now, quick announcement, folks, here later today at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, I'm actually going to be doing a Twitter space with Chris from Fruition Productions, right? The director, producer of the XRP Unleash documentary. And they just dropped an updated trailer this morning. So I wanted to show you guys it here real quick. This is from Fruition Productions. And they say that they are going to be doing a docu-series. Okay, so it's not going to be a one and a half hour show. This is going to be a docu-series. I'm very excited. There's going to be multiple parts to it. And it's just an absolute honor to be a part of this documentary. And I'm going to let you guys watch this one as we close it out. I will see you guys later today, though, at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, all over on my Twitter. Make sure you guys follow over there. Appreciate you guys so much. We'll see you in the next video. God bless you all.
There's a massive quantum shift happening. And if you can't see it, you need to look around for just a moment. Why are so many people living broke right now?
We're all feeling inflation right now.
Americans are paying the price for rising inflation.
And many people don't exactly know why.
The more dollars that get printed, the more that gets put into circulation, the higher the prices of all of these assets are going.
It's an old, archaic banking system.
It's pretty apparent at this point that we're in a transition.
It seems like we're on the brink of a major collapse. I think it's almost undeniable.
The system has to switch.
I think we're going to see a dramatic change over the next 10 or even 15 years. XRP is part of the heartbeat of Ripple.
You had kind of the ability to exchange anything of value in a very efficient way through this ingenious pathfinding algorithm.
The utility aspect of XRP, you can move value from one place to another place instantly for a very, very nominal cost.
Instead of it taking 3 to 5 days for a payment to go through from one bank to another cross-border, now takes 3 to 5 seconds. That's a game changer.
They would have globally dominated the entire industry, but for the regulators pulling them back and Congress kind of not getting with the program.
You know, we absolutely want to see the United States lead in this new arena that we call blockchain and cryptocurrencies. And the clarity really emanates from the Securities and Exchange Commission.
It was the darkest day of the year. It was December 21st that Brad Garlinghouse came out and basically informed the world that they were soon going to be sued by the SEC.
The SEC its mandate is to help protect investors.
I got flooded out of the whole project because of this lawsuit. I lost my dream, my hope of buying something really, really solid.
At the very least, it's the appearance of impropriety. You know, and then the other end of the spectrum, it's absolute coercion and collusion, right? And market manipulation.
People are going to lose money, and people had their life savings in XRP. It was Christmas Eve. I came back at about 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Christy said, where the hell have you been for the last several hours? And I looked at her and I said, I think I'm going to sue the SEC.
We became convinced that this whole case was merely a show. It was an attempt by the federal government to slow down the adoption and perpetuation of XRP.
Jay Clayton drops this lawsuit on his last day in office. Like mission accomplished.
Jay Clayton, he hires his good friend, Bill Hinman.
Bill Hinman came to the stand in 2018 and gave his famous speech where he declared that Ethereum wasn't a security.
They did not issue that much Ether, and yet they let Bill Hinman go ahead and make the speech, saying that they're decentralized.
The bureaucracy beast system has been weaponized against the American people.
Dozen FBI agents, guns a-blazing, came into my home. They tossed me into this van as if I'm Pablo Escobar or somebody.
Let's go, folks. I'll see you at 5 p.m. Eastern over on my Twitter. Appreciate all of you guys for stopping by. If you can do me a big favor, you know what to do. Everything's at zachrector.com. God bless. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.